Commonwealth champion at middleweight. This is by far the most important and indeed the most difficult fight of his professional career. He's won every single contest so far in 18 fights, but in Branco from Civitavecchia in Italy, some 50 kilometers outside Rome, he faces a very, very difficult opponent. Branco is the reigning WBC international champion and the reigning Italian champion. Branco has lost just once in a 26-fight professional career, and that's to Agostino Cardamone for this European title. Cardamone vacated the title to go on to challenge Julian Jackson for the WBC title, and this is also a final eliminator for that WBC title. So for Richie Woodhall, the chance to add the European crown to his Commonwealth crown, and a step up, not just in class but in the right direction. So the taller of the two, Woodhall, 6'1", always very, very big for a middleweight, against a man who's only about an inch and a half shorter than him, almost 6 feet tall, Branco. The Italian in red, Richie Woodhall in navy. Branco has a reputation of coming forward and dumping opponents in the seat of their pants in the first round, and he's done that quite recently. All three defenses of his Italian title have finished well inside the distance. 3 rounds, 1 round, and 1 round. So he's got a very, very strong right hand, and Woodhall will have to be aware of that. There's that right hand of Branco coming across. It's not often that Woodhall meets somebody who's almost as tall as he is. Woodhall is ever looking in superb condition. He's taken his time in his 4 Commonwealth defences. Just one inside the distance, that 11 rounds. The others have gone points 12. So it's Branco, the 28-year-old, putting pressure on Richie Woodhall right at the start of this first round. Not too often that one sees Woodhall being put on the back foot this early in a contest. It's normally he who commands centre of the ring and dictates the fight from there. 12 3-minute rounds, remember, the 11 stone 6 weight division. And the French referee asking the Italian corner to just be a little quieter. Half a minute to go to the end of the first. It's scheduled for 12. Woodhall with a very slight reach advantage, does well at the end. Richie Woodhall, 26 years old, the perfect record. 18 professional contests, 18 wins, 11 of them inside the distance. This man, the former Olympic bronze medalist and 1990 Commonwealth Games gold medalist, both at light middle, has won 11 of his contests inside the distance as a professional. Branco, some 2 years older, has a very, very good record indeed. He's won 24 of his professional contests. He's lost just one to a fellow Italian, Agostino Cardamone, and he's won 18 of them inside the distance, and he has never in his professional career been stopped. A formidable opponent.
Quarters, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 2.
A little bit of hesitation as Monsieur-André Ducroix, the French referee, brings them together. He scores this contest, as indeed do the 2 judges, Knud Jensen from Denmark and Walter Schall from Austria. Branco getting through with a left lead, almost as long as that of Richie Woodhall, which is rare for a Woodhall opponent. Woodhall needs to be at his very best tonight. Branco comes here as the reigning WBC international champion. He won that title in his last performance, October of last year. Went to Argentina and beat the world-rated Miguel Arroyo, getting a bit long in the tooth, but he beat Arroyo over 12 rounds and indeed had him down in the 4th. Branco took a unanimous decision. Woodhall will try to get into his normal rhythm. But he's got to be aware of a man who has got a reputation as a puncher. 18 of 24 wins, remember, inside the distance for the man in red. From just outside Rome, Silvio Branco. That was a good solid jab by Woodhall. That really has been just about the #1 weapon in his armory down the years. Varying it from head to body. And again, not quite the same contact for Woodhall, and again. There's a nasty bit of swelling underneath the left eye of Branco already, and it's grazed, and Woodhall has a little bit of bruising underneath his right eye, so the jabbing of both and the counter-punching of both have really started to tell. This is a very, very good second round, a nasty clash of heads. Woodhall has to take a couple of rights as he comes out of this, so this is nothing like any of his Commonwealth defences, where he was the man and he was the master right from the word go. Again, the Italian corner being very noisy. And again, the referee tells him to be quiet. Right comes over from Woodhall, who's now bleeding from the nose. Italian has a very, very good right hand. He can use it from long range, and he can step inside. And as he stepped away, you could see that little bit of bruising underneath his left eye. Not in a fight. There's another good stiff jab from Woodhall. Last two shots didn't quite land, but a good round from Richie Woodhall. Had to take a couple of shots, but he'll be pleased with that display. Denny Mancini, who, alas, his professional skills couldn't do much to help Billy swear a few weeks ago in Las Vegas. They'll not be too worried about that bit of bruising underneath the right eye of Richie Woodhall at this stage, but it was a good round for Richie Woodhall, and he settled into something resembling a decent rhythm. And this is what he's best at, right through, and the right hand following through didn't quite make it, but look how quickly Branco got back, an uppercut and a right from him. Well, this is one tough customer. The only man who's beaten him was Agostini Cardamone, and he had a draw with the very slippery Judas Cloutier way back in December of 1989. Both of them, incidentally, southpaws.
Seconds out. Round 3.
2 rounds gone this schedule, remember, for 12 for the 11 stone 6.